I need some music. obtain for him.
What is love? What is free love? What is free boy? What is boy? What is girl? What is free girl? What is love is free. Love is free. Love is free. Love is free. Ready to kick some ass.
Free love is to obtain for him. Free love is to obtain for him. Free love is to obtain for him. Obtain for him. Free love is to obtain for him. Free love is to obtain for him. Free love is to obtain for him. Obtain for him.
Understand the thing, understand the concept, 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 understand the concept of love, understand the concept of love, understand the concept of love,
Free love is to obtain for him. Obtain for him. Obtain for him. Free love is to obtain for him.
What is love? What is free love? Love is free. Love is free. Free, 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 free.
Hello, welcome to the stream! Only on that. Alright, welcome in everyone, welcome in. My name is Ace Play and Draw. I'm going to be your host tonight. Ugh. All right, cool. So, I believe I have fixed my audio issues. It should not be scuffed anymore, like it was. I still think I'm a little loud. I guess that should be good. But yeah, so welcome in, welcome in. We have a packed night, as as it is. We have a lot to cover, lot to go over. Because tonight was just a quick, like, I'm gonna jump into art and just do art all night. But some like things came up, so I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and just add to the list of things to do here. With all that being said, what we're gonna do tonight is we are going to play a game. Well, first we're gonna do some talking, just chatting, then we're gonna switch over to playing a game. Then we're gonna go and get into the art that I wanted to get into, which we're gonna be drawing Pomni. The game we're gonna be playing is Arknights and Endfield, because tonight's sponsor is Arknights and Endfield. Actually, we have two sponsors. We have the always sponsor is Dubby. Brain stopped working there for a minute. So let me just get into the house cleaning real quick, because it's a good segue into that. So if you're not following me on any socials, there's a link that'll get you over to everything. And oh, that's right, I forgot to set this up on my Stream Deck button, so I'm gonna have to do this manually. But yeah, if you wanna get links to anything, any socials, if you wanna get over to YouTube or Twitch, I am streaming right now. But if you're not like wanna follow me or whatever, subscribe to the other, then go ahead and use that link to get you over to the other platform, whatever. And it's a good way to support me as a content creator. But if you want to support me as an artist directly, you can also use that link to go to head over to Kofi or Patreon, and that's a good way. Like I said, it's a good way to support me as an artist. You get perks like special access, like early access to art that get finished here on stream or off stream, and yeah, and then also to the Discord as well, which you've got in the Discord. There's a link in there as well. For the people that watch me live right now, here is the link for Patreon, Kofi, and if you're and also for Discord. But if you're watching this afterwards, you can just click on the Linktree button in the description below, and that'll get you over to everything. Other than YouTube and Facebook and Patreon, Kofi, there's also like X and Instagram and Threads and whatnot, so you can check them out there. Otherwise, there's also like there's other art platforms. There's a link to my game on Steam, all kinds of things. Definitely check out the Linktree for everything. And then, like I said, we got some sponsors tonight. So first off, as always, we are always sponsored by Dubby. So definitely use that code right there. That'll get you 10% off your a Dubby order. Okay. Where was I? Lost my train of thought. So, yeah, that's a energy drink, powder energy drink. You put it into a shaker, shake it up, good to go. A lot healthier than your standard, you know, grab a canned drink, energy drink at the energy store. Wish it was an energy store, but cool. At the gas station. And that was sponsor number 1. Sponsor number 2 is Endfield, as we've been seeing here. You can use the that link there. Let me. Actually, just hold on a second. Actually, it'll just take me 2 seconds. I believe it's, what would it say? It was This is for the Twitch people. Unfortunately for YouTube, I don't think it's gonna work. But you can still check out Endfield for sure if you watch this on YouTube. But as for the Twitch people, let's see. I think it was this one, right? Yes, there we go. So you can use the Endfield command, and that'll get you a link over to download Arknight Endfields, and we'll talk about that here just a little bit. But, and I do want to thank Arknights for Endfield for sponsoring today's stream as well. So let me quick. There we go. Okay, so with all that being said, first we're gonna get into the just chatting stuff of the portion of the stream here. So, first off, I started a little late because today was just kind of like a busy day for me. I had to do a lot of stuff around the house. Basically, I had to adult, so it was basically just like I slept in. Oh boy, I slept in, and then I got up and started. I woke up. It took some time. I drank some. I didn't drink W. I drank G Fuel. I can't get over the Coca-Cola flavor. But so yeah, I drank that. That is another sponsor. I'm actually working G Fuel one. So, but what was I saying? So I had my energy drink, morning energy drink. I had some pancakes, breakfast, and oh, that's why it's so high. Got messed up. Okay, that's probably a lot better. So I had my energy drink, I had my pancakes, and then I woke up, and then I started working on the house, and that took some time, and then like I relaxed a bit before I got ready for dinner, and I was doing some other chores around the house, and so it was basically just a big chores day around the house that needed to get done. Hung some pictures up and stuff that have been sitting there waiting for me to hang up. So that one's probably one. That one's actually one of them. The other ones are, you're never gonna see those ones, but this one right here. This one was actually originally in the old apartment that I was in, was out there outside of the office area and another room, but in the new office here, I actually did originally have it over here. You guys may or may not have seen it, but then it just fell. I remember I was walking by this area and I knocked into it and it fell, and I'm glad it didn't like break or crack, because I've had the experience, because it was like a glass poster, and so if it falls, it's gonna obviously, crack. So I just want to double check something quick, since I fixed my audio. This is like the perfect time to check to make sure it is. Okay, cool. I can hear. Cool. I just want to make sure the audio is still good. Hopefully you guys can hear the music. Okay, cool. You guys should at least, if you guys hear my voice, you guys hear my music. Okay. So, where was I? So if that thing falls, then it's gonna shatter, and then that's like probably gonna shatter near my foot, and I don't want to deal with that. So that kind of got me a little worried. So I was like, well, there's other pictures in my room that I've been switching over from like glass, like the normal glass from you normally would go to like Walmart or something to get. It's normally like a glass, and switch it to like plexiglass or like plastic, clear plastic. That way, if it falls, it's not gonna really shatter. It takes a lot to shatter, plexiglass. So, his base is plastic. So, I swapped it out, made sure that I was using a plastic plexiglass, and then I finally got around to hanging up. So that Mifa right there, that's Mifa. I know it's further away for you guys to see. So yeah, there's that. And then, oh my god, so probably about like 2 hours ago, I had a mini heart attack. Holy. My computer, and I'm hoping that it stays running. It should be staying running, this is normally not a thing that would happen too often, but I have to turn this on. So my computer update. There was an update that went out yesterday, but I finally got around to. I think it did update in the background, just waiting for me to restart my computer. So I restarted the computer finally today. Because I don't normally shut down my computer anymore. I just usually I just keep it running, either just completely on or I just put it in sleep mode or something. So I think that may have been the cause. But it restarted, started back up, everything was fine, and then I started getting ready for tonight's stream here. And another factor of me being late, the computer just crashed. I'm like, well, what's going? At first it froze, then it crashed. And I got a critical error, and I was like, what? Huh? What's going on? And then it restarted. I was like, all right, well, it's gonna restart. It's gonna do its thing, and maybe it's gonna like yell at me, and it's gonna be like, oh, there's a fatal error. It was a blah blah blah. But then it starts up just fine. You know, it's like, okay, cool, whatever. Yeah, I didn't do that. I was like, uh-oh. So it did something different. It booted into my BIOS menu, and I'm like, okay, I'll just go ahead and just restart. It'll boot back up. Restarts, boots back up, back in BIOS. I'm like, are you fucking with me? And so I tried to force kind of boot it into my drives, and nothing is in the boot override menu. I'm like, why? Maybe things are just being weird. Let me restart one more time. I found the button. I found out that I just pressed the F11 button, and it's gonna like, it'll boot into a boot, boot into the boot menu, and I'll be able to select the boot. It'll be fine. It's all good. And then I do that, right? I restart it. I'm constantly pressing the F11. Boot menu comes up. Oh, good. Here it is. Why is nothing there? It literally says no boot drive, no drives found, and I'm like, no. So I start thinking the worst. Like, Windows died. It's not seeing, because I have multiple drives too. Did it like wipe my drives or something, like completely? No, it wouldn't. No. And I'm like, if I start freaking out, and I'm like, I'm having a heart attack, bro. I'm about to freak out. I'm supposed to be streaming here a little bit. I'm freaking out. And so I'm like, all right, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna unplug everything from my computer. Get my monitors, my keyboard, my mouse. Only things I'm gonna have plugged in. The 5 things. That's it. Because I have 3 monitors. So I do that. I plug everything. I power it down. I power it down. Unplug everything. Turn it back on. I'm like, please. Black screen, right? I'm like, it's loading, doing the loading. I'm like, what are you gonna do? What are you doing? Loading. Windows login screen. I'm like, oh, thank. Yes. Oh. Like, you know that meme that's going around lately with the anime game. Where it's like, oh, like that was me. When it went into the Windows login screen, I'm like, oh, thank God. And I confirmed that all my drives were there again. I'm like, oh, man. I'm gonna snooze that ad. But yeah, so thankfully everything came right back up, and I double checked everything. I plugged everything back in. I powered down again, powered it back on. Everything started normally. I'm like, so as per usual, thanks Windows for making sense that an update goes out and something just. So hopefully things are running perfectly right now. It seems like it is. It's been like 2 hours now at this point, about 2 hours now, and nothing's no crashing or anything. I'm just starting things, because getting ready for stream, so everything seems fine. So yeah, that was scary and a relief. Nothing happened. Oh boy, I was so just I was like, am I gonna, like, I was thinking the worst, like, I'm not gonna be able to stream. I'm gonna have to, like, spend money, like, to get new drives, and I don't want to spend money to get new drives right now. The other things I should be spending money on. And so I was glad that I was able to fix it. I was like, oh. Alright, so yeah, that's all the stuff I want to talk about. But we're gonna do one more thing before we end the segment. We have an unboxing, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Woo! Alright, so with without stats. Let's loading with stats. That's whatever. I might have to fix that. Okay, anyways, so what's in the box? You may ask. I'm gonna tell you. So, and this is gonna be really weird. I wanted to save this. This came today, and I could have opened it already. It was a pre-order. For my favorite games. Obviously, first time me opening this, clearly. I hid my address beforehand, so good luck trying to see that. It comes with a little extra thing, maybe from I could have pre-ordered it. From Ami, by the way. Ami. I hope I did a good job. If I'm gonna like check the VOD. Make sure. Oh god, this is like it's something coming out of the box. Oh, okay. They like. Okay, so I was supposed to actually like pick it up like this out the box. Chicken box. Okay. Man, they went all out on this one. Yeah, that's because this kind of gives away a little bit. So yeah, this is Corin. Sorry, I think I'm gonna say Corin. Corin from Zenless Zone Zero. I know I'm showing off a. I'm showing off a figure from another game. I should be showing off. Wait, no, Endfield doesn't have figures yet. That's cool. I don't think they have figures. Maybe they do, but I don't know. I feel like maybe I've seen one, but it might have just been like fan-made something. That's cool. I don't know what this is, but it's like a disc or something. Oh wait, these are one of those insert things. Oh yeah, that's right. I think you can actually take this stuff out. See, because the thing is, like, so we're starting to get Zenless Zone Zero figures. I do already have one over there. The other figures, it was Ellen, Joe. I did it off stream, so you're not gonna be able to find like a VOD, you know, do an unopening for that. And they're starting to come up with figures, which is cool. Well, that over there. That's really loud. Why is that so loud? I thought I turned it down to 25. You lied to me. We love unboxes on this channel. Unboxing figures. not opening. Here we go. Got. Oh yeah, I guess I could show the box off a little better. Oh wait, it's just. I opened upside down. Oops. That's probably why the figure's upside down. I'll do just kind of tape that back. I won't let the tape kind of ruined on this side. Or not. Oh. I'll have to tape the other sides down. Let's open it the right way. Yeah, so yeah, it's actual. Whoa. Smells like fresh. Alright, here is Corinne. Corin, I keep doing that, Corin. And the Zenless base. That's part of the scratch is supposed to be there. For all those who are wondering. Okay, yeah, and that's supposed to like a film thing. Whoa. It turns. Is that on purpose? You can like, oh, I think it's supposed to be like you're supposed to like you can turn it. You can like get it in a certain spot, however you want it. That's a cool idea. All right, let's put her on the base. However, that's supposed to work. Hold on, where's the hole? Oh, there's the hole. Does it go all the way down? It is. Oh, I do not like the way it's going in right now. Or is it? Hold on. Maybe. Oh, yeah. It's this way. I'm like, why is it like it wasn't like it kept spinning around. I was like, what's happening? We're going like that. And then we'll give her her weapon. Just this big chainsaw thing. Hang on. Read the directions. I think it might be one of those things where they think they. I bought enough figures to know that this might be a might be a thing where I have to take apart the just to get it in the hands properly. Corrections. Like I had them earlier. Let's go ahead and switch the music. Good enough. Okay, so you do put the figure in first, and then you take it apart from there. So you take it apart like that, and then one side's gonna go in the front, obviously. That's gonna go in the back. They're gonna reattach. It goes in a certain way. That's good. There is a bit of a, probably just as a support too, which is nice, but there is a bit of a push back. So that's good. I guess that's a good for way to support it because she is facing forward like this. So she would fall forward eventually at some point, or she was knocked over maybe or something. So this is a good support is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, here she is, and I can turn it. I can do this. It looks like the top part does come off. So I think if you maybe if you wanted to maybe swap out, maybe you didn't have a lot of room for like every single figure, you could maybe swap out without maybe have to put the whole thing away maybe or something like that. If you want to maybe like, let me swap out the base and the thing, but the base is gonna still be here, and just swap it out, and maybe something like that. I don't know. I don't know what the purpose is of having it be like this and have it be loose and we can take it off, but there she is. So I do have another Zenless. I have two Zenless figures coming. I have another Ellen. The Ellen I have is it's like the first one actually came out, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And it's it's Ellen in her schoolgirl outfit, because she goes to school, and you don't ever see her in school, but you do see her like outside of school in her school uniform, hanging out with her school friends, when she's not wearing her regular attire. And you can actually switch to the schoolgirl outfit too in the game. And it's like the whole statue of her like sitting at her desk and kind of just being Ellen. Always tired. Not tired, just like, you know, not full of energy. Like always wanting more energy. But she's always like has a lollipop. Yeah, I'm going to clean this up real quick. Somewhere. And like I said, I think I got this right here. Because of I think because I pre-ordered, so I don't exactly know what it is, but something. Put you over here. I can clean up the boxes. Give me 2 seconds. All right, so there's that. Cool thing about Ami is that they always give you like a little thank you thing, and they have like cool little art. And I think like they update the art every season. Like I think that's why they're wearing like their wearing more like wearing like winter outfits or whatever. And the thing I want to say too, real quick, is I know we're on a break. But if you ever get into figure collecting, if you want to get into figure collecting like me, I'm not gonna put you. You are gonna get put away in the figure case. Yeah, be careful too if you get this one because the top does come off. It doesn't like clicking or anything. It kind of just sits in there, so it can't come off. So be careful with that. So I think I wanted to mention me being a figure collector. I've been a figure collector for a while now, for maybe like 4 or 5 years now. And what I've learned is keep your boxes, especially for the bigger, more expensive figures. Trust me, you're gonna be really thankful when it comes time to need to move. Because what happens? It could break. Unfortunately, during the move to this apartment, unfortunately, one of my figures did break. Unfortunately, it was one that I really liked. This Naruto kind of festival figure. He is missing a finger. He's supposed to be doing a peace sign, not one. So that figure completely came off. Now I did my best because I didn't keep the box. I stupid. I don't know why I didn't keep the box, but I didn't keep the box. And I did wrap it as best I could. All the figures you see over here, like probably not really, you can see a couple of them, but or a few of them, but right here's the more or less expensive. That's the thing too, is like this isn't really expensive figure, so that's why I'm not super upset. I'm just a little upset because that is a really cool looking figure, Naruto figure. But like, yeah, it's just what I've, yeah, what's I saying? So like these are, I would say like I guess worry about it less with those with the less expensive ones, I guess, if you're just trying to be like me where to have a lot, but like you don't have a ton of room, whatever. So at least keep the boxes for the more expensive ones, and if you want, maybe for the cheaper ones too. I know that takes up a lot of room. Trust me, I know I have boxes of empty boxes right now in storage. Just because of like I don't know if I'm ever gonna move, so it's like in case I do move, I at least have the boxes I can put the figures away. And then the ones that I don't have boxes for, which is again the less expensive ones, I will bubble wrap as best I can. Unfortunately, that doesn't guarantee that your figure won't get broken, but at least, you know, somewhat protects it. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to protect this one. So I'm trying to figure out what to do with this one exactly. It's a broken figure, so I'm like, do I sell it? Do I just throw it away? I don't know. I would like to maybe get a replacement at some point. I know I could probably like 3D print or something. I don't know. I might even give it to a friend because he has 3D printer. Like I know he doesn't have a lot of figures, so maybe I could give this to him and he could 3D print and fix the finger. I would prefer to not have a fixed, figure if I can help it. But I don't know. I'll figure it out. I haven't quite gotten there yet, but. I do have a few other figures I'm trying to get rid of. So another one that is broken, but not because I moved, but because the figure itself isn't broken, but one of the accessories is broken because I had fallen off, and no one knew about it, and then someone stepped on it, and so yeah, it is what it is. So I'm thinking of even getting rid of that one and a couple others that I just want to get rid of. I'm like, I don't know, I can, because I'm trying to make room for new ones, and I'm like, I think I can not have these ones. So yeah, I love figure collecting though. Kind of like a new hobby since I think video game collecting is kind of dying, unfortunately. It is dying because of physical media is slowly going away. So I've been less, even like with new games, because that's what I was like really into like back in the day, way back in the history here of starting YouTube. I was also starting to get into video game collecting, and I had been collecting like slowly, not to the point of like having like giant rooms of games like a lot of other people have, but I was always more of just I want to collect the games I want to collect, and that's it. And so even that means only having a couple of Atari games and a couple of like PlayStation games. So yeah. I'm kind of going off on a tangent about that, but yeah. So figure collecting is kind of like the replacement for the for video game collecting. So figure collecting is the replacement for video game collecting. I still have my games. I don't think I'll ever get rid of them until I'm like dead and old and dead, whatever. But yeah, we'll see. Anyways, I think that's all the just chatting stuff I wanted to do tonight. Usually I don't have anything to talk about on Wednesday. Usually I just jump right into the art. But now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna play some Arknights real quick. We're gonna go over that. So as I mentioned earlier, let me get some water. Okay. So as I mentioned, this stream is sponsored by Arknights, and so we're gonna go and play a little bit of that. I'm gonna show you guys that we'll play mission or two, and then we'll get into and then we'll take a break and then get into art. So that'll be the schedule here. Switch over to this is on Arknights Endfield is another gacha game. Kind of similar to Zenless in a way, in that sense of like gacha. I need to plug this in. I forgot I unplugged this too. Try and get it going real quick. Wirelessly connected to my computer, but it's currently set up to do that for my Steam Deck, so I don't want to use that right now because I'm still trying to get through Resident Evil. I was hoping maybe I had a little bit of opportunity to play Resident Evil earlier today, but I just had like no time. Fortunately, I'll probably maybe try and play it tonight, but actually no, probably not, because I'm gonna be streaming till like midnight, so probably not the best time to be playing Resident Evil. What happened? Okay. You know what happened? It just kind of cut out. Quit. Starting it back up. Hold on. But yeah, so this is a gacha game. It is available on PC and mobile and consoles. I do also have it on my PlayStation. We're playing the PC version right now, as you can tell. Stop the music. The other reason why I had to hold off on streaming was because I was about to get ready, and then I started up this game just to make sure it was up to date, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be like 30 minutes to download, and I'm like, oh. And I'd also just realized that I needed to compile the shaders, so now it's compiling shaders, yay. But yeah, so it is a gacha game. it is a game where it does have like the standard run around the world, fight enemies with different anime styled characters. I've been playing this for a bit now, so I am very well versed in this game. And probably gonna take a little bit longer for the shaders. But also there's a factory system in this game, so you build up like different factories that you can basically like unlock specific little areas in the world where you then set up your own factory, and you use those factories to build up you basically set different little facilities, whatever, little buildings that will do different things for you for creating different items. So and it's basically kind of like, in a way, it's like Factorium, whatever the game it is, and you use those, you connect those different buildings to essentially get items from like your kind of like facility inventory, which I'll show you guys, and then through the different buildings to create different items, and then back into your inventory in a way once you get everything set up properly. So I am pretty far into the game story-wise, and the new update just came out between last time I played and right now, so thinking it was like yesterday or something. I think it was yesterday that came out, or maybe 2 days ago. I'm just not getting around to updating it. And we get a new character, the Quingbo sign-in. Oh, that's... We got the digitally flow Quingbo HH permit, which are, I think, tickets. So there's so that's for the... Oh shit, okay. This is... I was testing something immediately into the action here. Because I did not... This is where you spawn, and I kind of just quit the game right here. So this is part of the game. Right here is the combat. You guys can hear the music, hear the second. Make sure you guys are hearing that. Okay, cool. All right, just want to make sure. Once I'm out of combat, I can talk more about this game. Yeah, so it is a 4-man. I am getting stomped. Why am I getting stomped? What is going on here? What is happening? Okay, I was not having this much problems with these characters before. Am I out of health items? Is that why I died? I think I took my health items. I have a feeling that's probably what it is. I may not have been fully healed up either. I can't switch into mid-combat or something. I must be out of fucking health. I'm stupid. Okay, I'm gonna have to retreat. Apparently I wasn't ready for this fight. That was really dumb. Okay, well, that's the first time I've had problems with the fight. Do they spawn if I rest? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get paid back here.
Has your back.
Let me check my items real quick. Items.
See that one?
Back.
Neat.
Oh, no, I have. What the hell? Weird. I have the health items, so why aren't you using the health items? Let me.
Still waiting for something?
So this is all the characters in the game,
Looky.
plus some of the high rank characters that I've unlocked playing this game.
A strong team is.
Of course, we get a panda.
Where are
Usual.
we headed?
So this is like a sci-fi game compared to like Zenless Zone Zero, which is like urban fantasy. This is like sci-fi fantasy.
Where are we headed?
Taking place on a different planet
Wind speeds.
that you're trying to take over, I guess, in a way. Not help take over, but more like you're trying to basically
We're going for a
help with
walk
civilization, I guess, make it better in a way. But they're constantly getting attacked by these people who don't want us to be there,
Head
and
out for a walk?
Get a new assignment.
Looking for me? You watch this. Originium will carve a path for us.
and then so this is a game where you play as the Endman or Administrator, which is this character, which you can choose for it to be a girl or boy, your pick, but it's basically the same character, same story, nothing different, nothing changes between the two. Like kind of like comparison would be like Zone Zero, where you do play as the boy or girl as the main character, but they're both the different characters that exist in the world, like brother and sister in a way. So it's like the story is pretty much the same, but there's like small little differences because depending on if you're playing as Weiss or Bell, or here you're just playing as an administrator. Gender does not matter. So
Over here, Redmond.
then we got all kinds of other characters. Like I was just showing off. And I was just gonna quickly check.
Oh, I hate
So in this
fools
game,
who
when it
like
comes to
to
healing, they
micromanage.
have to. It's based on
Originium will
items that
carve
you
a
have
path.
set.
Watch this. Awesome, right?
You had health items, you didn't use them? How dare you guys? You can't use health items in battle.
A blade unto
It's
you.
automatically used though, which is why you gotta equip them.
Cleave now and cut. I shall bring it. Darkness.
It was harder than I thought,
Okay.
but we are the victors. That's what counts.
You did all right. Just leave the hard fighting to me next time. That was a little too close. Quick, tend to the wounded.
Alright, so there's a lot of cool things about this game compared to like other gachas. Because I played other gachas. Ones that I dropped off pretty quickly, ones that I've been staying zenless. Ones that I was into at first and I quit out. So there's a good number of gacha games I played. This one has been one that is my kind of second priority underneath zenless, so I do play often, not like particularly every day, although as a gacha game, so there is incentive to play this every day. Oh, we got a new protocol pass, Dark Currents. Ooh, look at that sword, that's cool. Ooh, and a gun. So this is kind of one of the things that you would do every day. So this one's the free one, the Iridium Iridium supply. This one's the one. Oh no, sorry, this is the protocol pass. I think. Hold on. So this is kind of like every day you would do things and increases like the leveling for this, and then you get extra items this way. Or you can buy it with Iridium, which Iridium is in the game. It's like a material they use to make pretty much like everything, but it's also used for currency. So this is another thing you would do. There's a lot that's like you would do daily. Like you would come in here and see if you can buy these items. And you also, they give you 300 credits. And if you don't like anything, you can spend 80 credits to refresh. Ooh, and then we got this. So this is an arsenal, 20 arsenal tickets, which are used for pulling for weapons. And unlike Zenless, these are actual weapons that they would use, and you could see them equipped in the story in the game. So if you switch out a weapon, like for instance, I'm actually trying to pull these ones. Specifically, this is for a specific character that I pulled recently. So now I'm trying to pull her guns. But all these other items, all these other weapons and stuff. So some characters will use swords, other ones will use guns, and then the ones that are kind of more like spellcasters in a way, they have like staffs and like so they have a staff, and then they have the things that you would pull for those. There's also like a pike too as well, but I guess the weapon itself would be like one of these things, kind of more or less, and like there's this version of it. So you have to unlock these, and I think that's why I'm a little confused, because I think I did unlock these with the Iridium that they gave me when I first start. When we first start, you'll get they're really generous when you first start. I'm kind of past that point though, so yeah, I just need to get 29 Iridium to unlock this, and then as you basically progress, it's kind of like kind of think like a battle pass in a way. This is essentially like a battle pass. And so you can use Iridium to get this, or you can just straight up just buy it instead of, it's kind of more of a direct pay rather than indirect pay. But to get Iridium, either you play the game or you spend money to get that, and then you can then use it to buy things. So it's kind of like it's kind of like a lot of other gacha games where there's different currencies for different things to use in different games. It's kind of the way I think it's money. I'll be honest, it's probably a money tactic thing, but I don't really know for sure. But also you get, this is the standard kind of log in every day kind of thing. So you log in, and then you can do all these other things to try and get XP and other things. It gives you there's a story. Story's pretty good. It's not like amazing or anything, but it's pretty good. You're playing as the admin and their team, as in like whoever characters you're pulling, and they have completely lost their memories. They were brought back to life in some sort of way, but they don't have their memories. So your stuff is going on at the same time as you trying to regain the memories. So you run around the world talking to people, and then trying with the goal of doing that. So. Getting your memories back. And so to help out with your operators, which I was showing you earlier, the characters, you would get different items other than the weapons. You would also get different health items or other items in the game that can be used for XP, forge your weapons, forge your characters, and then you can go make certain items either by making it yourself, or you can go to, because I think you can't make everything by yourself. You can't make everything by yourself, but you can hold it over to a factory that you set up. For me, I have set up. So we'll go to this is the one that they give you right off the bat. Once you get out to the field, and you start getting into the tutorial section of the factory part, then you basically get this. This is the first one you'll get, and then as you progress to the story, you'll unlock the other ones, and that helps too because they're all kind of connected in a way. So right now nothing's moving right now because it's creating items that I have way too much of. And so yeah, that's all kind of basically just pulling from my inventory, my depot, which I will show you. That's not that. Go to here. And so that's construction, my bad. Oh, you know what? That's right. I just go to my. There's so much stuff. I get lost sometimes. I will say I get lost sometimes. I go to backpack, and then while you're in the area of your factory, you can access your depot. So this is why, because it maxes you out 11k. So. So basically all the stuff that I have my factory's making. Although I should have more of these. I don't know why I don't. I'll have to figure
Don't worry,
that out.
I'm around.
Just
go ahead
there's
and waste your
nothing
time
being
some
made
more.
here. Why is that? Oh, it's unpowered. Oh, that's why. Interesting. So, when it comes to making this thing, you can kind of just do everything here in this view, or it lets you go into top-down mode. And then you can kind of do it, I find this easier. But apparently, I don't have power going to here. So, this is how you would basically make things, is that you unlock these. You start with a few of these, and then as you progress, you unlock the rest of it. But I need power. I need an electric pylon. That's gonna go here. Bada bing, bada boom. And now we're off to the races, and now it's gonna start making more. I don't know what happened, why I don't have electric pylon there anymore, but I thought I had one there. So yeah, this is basically I have it set up to where like it's pretty much all automatic almost. So how this works is that we'll go over this if you're new. Back is that, and I'll show you the other cool thing about this too. It will basically, you set up mines, and when you first start this up, it will be one where you have to kind of like, it'll build up itself and then it'll come over and grab it, and then kind of you have to manually put it over. But then it's not too long after you get that set up is when you get the automatic ones, the upgraded versions of the drill rig. And so once that's all set up, it'll automatically send it over to your depot, just kind of magically. And then from there, the way that your factory will pull from your depot is either from the main core building here, or it can also pull from here, depot unloaders, your loaders and unloaders. So the way I have this all set up is that it's kind of pulling from my depot the base items, going through each thing through the conveyor belts into different things to get these different items, which then can be used to make other items. Or if I just need that specific item, I also have it kind of routed to then go out back into my depot. But then so I'm getting all like the levels of different items. Like for instance the health items here. So you start off as like coming from plants. So I figured out how to basically make it to where it's constantly making more seeds from itself. It's like duplicating and then coming out back into maybe made into a plant, routing out as the plant itself out to start being made into health item, the health item that I use. But it's also being part of it's routing out there, the part is being routed back into this facility, being harvested for seeds, and then back into this one. So basically it's like a loop. So yeah, you can do stuff like that to have an infinite amount of supply of health items, because they come from the plant items, which you would first go out into the world and find before you did that. And then the drills are kind of automatic. They're always an infinite supply of the different ores that you get in the game. And so I have that set to just automatically go into the core, and then that's going out. The different ores that I have, they're going out to the different facilities that I have to be made into whatever I need. So yeah. And then back into my depot. So then when I'm out and about and I've run out of health items like you saw earlier, I could just go into my depot, run over to my depot real quick. I don't even have to go all the way back here or any of my other facilities. I can go to like a rest area or teleport area real quick, pull from my depot more health items, and I'm set and I can go about my way. I don't have to teleport all the way back here. So yeah, that's the factory system. We went over the combat system. There's a lot to both kind of aspects. There's a lot of lore in this game because this is technically a sequel to Arknights. There's Arknights and Arknights Endfield. Arknights is a tower defense game. It's a whole other game, but it's technically in the same series. This is technically a sequel to that game, but like way in the future, and and you're playing characters that I believe have to do with it. I've never played Arknights, so I have no idea. But these characters are all based. The designs for these characters are based on the other characters, which I think the personalities and the background, even like the names are really the same. So I think they just took those characters and just redesigned them for this game. That way they didn't have to like come up with a brand new character, a whole new slew of new characters. This character in particular is actually kind of like more of like a copy of a character from the Arknights. I just went through her story, which I don't know if it's available anymore. I did go through it, so you learn like where she comes from and why she looks the exact same from the last game. So yeah, it's really the other cool thing about this game is that you can't just run around the world like I am right now, but you can also set up to use these zip lines. And so you can kind of just roll around the world with the zip lines instead of just teleporting or walking. If there's a specific spot you want to get to and you have a zip line set up to where you go there, granted you have to set it up first, but once you get everything set up, then you can just zip line all around the world. You don't have to walk, you don't have to teleport, you can get directly to where you want to go. I'm actually gonna get off here because this is one of the checks areas I wanted. So this is something else you would do. You would just go and gather these resources. That's meant for upgrading the spaceship, which is out there right now. The main spaceship that you basically start in before you come down here. And you go back there often and upgrade that. And that's a whole nother way of getting resources as well. It has its own way of gathering resources for you. All kinds of cool stuff you can do in this game. There's so much, and the cool thing is that it doesn't just kind of throw you in and you figure it out for yourself or you go online. you would also go, and there's tutorials. There's plenty of tutorials. I have not done all of them because there's a ton for every little aspect of this game, because there's a lot. Don't let that intimidate you, though. You do learn over time, and there's a lot of stuff that, like, it's kind of more like love aspects where it's like, okay, I kind of done it, but I don't really. If you need to do it again, you can always, you don't know what you're doing, you can look it up or just go through the tutorial. But it's kind of like you don't need to memorize everything, which is nice. Because a lot of it's just like, how do you use this facility, how you use that facility in your little factories. Yeah, that is Arknights Endfields. I don't have any. Probably. Okay, so we get. See. Oh. Claim all these character things. Nice. Because I'm past the beginning of the stage, so this gave all that to me, which you guys will get over time when you guys start. I believe that's how that one works. Guess we could check out this side mission. I can't do any new missions, any like main missions until I get to level 34, which I'm authority level 34. I'm not yet. I'm only at level 32. So there's just different levels as well. There's your own player level, which in this game is called authority level. But then there's different levels for all the different characters. And those require you to get all the different resources from the game as well. There's that. But for now, I'm just kind of going around and doing whatever side mission I can to increase that. So we are gonna go. Open. So this also has like a SMS feature too, where you see the characters kind of talking with each other via SMS. Messaging. Kind of similar to the Zenless. Zenless has this too. Let me read this here real quick. This is from Fiona, comms officer. She's someone that like you'll talk to. I don't think you ever see her like in person. She only ever talks with you either via texting or over like a call. And then you seem to be doing well for your recovery. Superior Perlica, it's one of the characters in the game that you use, one of the operators. She's kind of like she's kind of like the admin's assistant in a way. And she's also like second in command, I think, as well. That's why she's called supervisor. Supervisor Perlica wants me to forward this message to you. Enfield is restarting our Delver of Cryptic project. Got any deets on this project? You came up with this project in the past, Edmund. The objective is to explore various fragmented mini protocol spaces. That's protocol spaces. From what I understand, is just so you guys understand what it is. I think it's like going to like a pocket dimension or something, or it's like another plane of existence in a way. They're ever-changing, filled with mysteries. You're the only one capable of taking up this exploration mission. We're counting on you, Edmund. Looking forward to the new data you find. Alright, just leave me to the exploration mission. Leave the exploration mission to me. Okay. Now that's done. Now we're gonna go... Some of Delvers of Cryptic Protocol spaces have storage crates with them. Some also have bonus goals that offer additional rewards. When all storage crates and full bonus goals. Okay. So we have the different goals here to do.
I hear Orignium singing.
So when you do, this is kind of another mode where you go into specific little mini missions, and you're required to only use specific characters. Like, so in this one, you're only required to use the Endman. This must be practice for how to use crates. I already kind of figured out how to use crates. Oh, I gotta... That wanted me to take it with me. Guess not. Wait, hold on. It does want me to bring it up there, but then if it's... Oh, the same button to do both things. There we go. There we go. I'm smart. The run and jump. Go.
This is one rewarding trip.
Next. Oh, interesting. Oh, it probably wants me to... That's what it wants me to do. I'm just too smart. I go on from here. Perhaps I spoke too soon. Use this to get up to the chest.
This is one rewarding trip.
Or right past that. There we go. Done. That's one. So it's typically you would go into this other area just for like challenges and stuff. So otherwise you're in the main area the most of the time. Main world, and it just has different parts to it. So where's the one? There's something else here. Okay. Grab these for the pulls. So we're gonna do some pulls. So in this game, it's called headhunting. I got Dazia from the last one. I was pulling for Yvonne and I got her. So the guns I was showing you earlier was Yvonne's. Yvonne's guns. Let's check out the character first. Why not? Do combat drills with her. This is what I was looking at earlier. I was like, so yeah, this is just to try out the character, which is nice. Zenless has this as well, I think, as well as, probably other games as well has this, but I know that Zenless for sure has these. Okay, so, she uses water. Okay, that's cool. Tang Tang is her name. Tang Tang is a caster, so she's a caster. There's different, you know, just like other gacha games, there's different characters that do different things. There's like this is like either support or they're like attacker or the defense or and they do different things. So it's kind of like there's a reason to use them in your team of 4. So Tang Tang is a caster, effectively deal damage to enemy mobs and apply arts buffs. So she's more of a okay, so she does attack, but I think she's more so used for buffing. Okay. She can create whirlpools and whip up water spouts from them to apply cryo. Okay, she's technically cryo. Okay. I was wondering that. I was like, I don't think there's water in this game. So there's different elements as well in this game, which elements aren't really particularly like at least I haven't seen any enemies that are resistant to certain elemental damage, so it's like you can just it's more so like the elements are more so there for like the type of damage it does, and then that's supposed to then help out other characters in your team. So it's like if you're using like, for instance, right now my main team has two characters that do like regular damage, and they kind of work off each other. But then there's also the 2 that do fire, and they work off of each other. So whenever one does fire damage, it then kind of helps out the other fire user when does so they can do their fire damage. So there's different attacks that look for other characters using the same type of elemental attack. So for in this case, for her, I would definitely use another cryo character, which they probably did give me one. It looks like they gave me your last right, which is another cryo. So that's probably how that works. So anyways, her ultimate can also temporarily mobilize enemies. That's cool. I'm not talking today. Tang Tang's battle skills deals with cryo damage and creates water spouts based on number of whirlpools presented in the battlefield. Water spouts apply cryo infliction and deal continuous cryo damage. That's cool. to enemies in the area of effect. If enough water spouts are created, they can also apply art's susceptibility on enemies. Tang Tang's combo skill is triggered when an enemy suffers cryo infliction or arch burst damage. The skill deals damage. So this is kind of what Ghost is talking about. So like the characters can use all the regular skills, but there's specific skills, like in this case her combo skill. So her combo skill can't be triggered unless, and you saw that too, there was like clicking like an RB, and then you that this little menu over here kind of pops up for her to then use her combo skill. So she basically relies on either herself or it's mostly like another character most of the time to use one of their cryo specific like in this case cryo infliction or arts burst. So if another character had did that, then it will trigger her. So if she does it herself, then it'll trigger it, but if someone else does it, it'll trigger it as well. So you can actually have like other characters use that kind of thing. Well, you only have to be on that character. You could just be using like Edmund, and then have one the other characters will use their attack that does cryo infliction, and then suddenly now Tang Tang can use her combo skill. So it's kind of like that in a way. So it's basically more so like I said, the elemental ability of things is more so for combining skills, like for like assisting other for characters to assist each other in combat. And then this is her ultimate. So Tang Tang's ultimate can temporarily lock down and immobilize enemies in its area effect. When the ultimate ends, it brings down a rogue wave, deals massive cryo damage, performing a dive attack with the controlled operator. And the ultimate's area of effect will bring down the rogue wave early to deal even more cryo damage. Use Tang Tang's combo skill to create a whirlpool, then cast Tang Tang's battle skill to create more water spouts to apply cryo, which is use her ultimate for crowd control. Nice. Then perform a dive attack. So even this right here is kind of more. This is kind of more of an advanced skill, and that's what this is going to be for. It's kind of more like training, so it teaches you how to use these attacks, and for this character, and then each character has their own training in a way. So this will basically kind of it teaches you by telling you, okay, press this button, press this button. If you can't really move on. Ooh, she's really cool to use. Holy shit. Okay, so she's a caster, but she's using guns. Okay. Which I think actually all the... I don't know. I'm still kind of sort of learning this game. It's a little more complicated than like than Zone Zero or Genshin. Okay, so this is, I guess, the tutorial. I'm used to the tutorials where it tells you, okay, no, but this is just to test it out, okay. But I'm pretty sure there is a tutorial you can unlock once you actually unlock the character. You can go through, and it'll tell you what moves to use and stuff like that, because I've went through those. Dang, dude. Holy. Alright. And that was Tang Tang. Really cool. I really like her. So we get some pulls now. So this is the fun part. This is the thing that everyone loves about gacha games, including me. What's up? Finished loading. You can have a reward just for trying her out. Look at that. So you got some experience points, items. You get the ore barrel, which is basically currency if we're doing polls for characters. And also looks like I got some more weekly routine stuff done, so now I can claim that and get more stuff. This is free to play, by the way. I didn't mention that. It's free to play. You don't have to pay for this game. And so, like I said, you pay the game and you can get items for polls, but you can also purchase them as well. I think I'll hold off on that for time purchasing for now. We're just gonna do some polls. Yeah, let's go and do it. Probably won't get it because that's usually how it is. So the thing about this game is that you kind of have an idea when you see the glow as you're pulling the leather down. And you can use controller. I've been using controller this whole time. You can use mouse and keyboard as well. By the way, this, I think that's just red. This is yellow. That looked a little red to me. But hey, we get a so there's 3 ranks. There's 4-star, 5-star, and 6-star. 6-star is the main character. This is just me getting that yellow means I get a 5, which is standard. And all those characters already have, so even including this character.
And excuse me, is this?
Why do I have to do this?
Opsy 7 Skirmisher, Flora.
Edmund, how are... Oh, okay. Stick with the process. Here goes.
Yay! And the thing is too is if you pull a character you already have, it will basically just be used to power up your character. And if you get past 5 with that one character, then it just goes into like a currency you can use to kind of put back into doing more pulls. Also, with every character you pull, you also do get your arsenal tickets, which are used for pulling weapons. So that's a nice thing too. Let's do that again. I have a lot of pulls. Holy shit! And I didn't spend any money. Was that red? I think that was red, good sir. Looks like I got the character already. Holy shit! Wow, I've never had that good of luck before. Holy! Winners win.
Antal of Opsy 7 reporting for duty. I've studied Originium automation and occasionally...
Yeah, and the 5-star. Oh, Perlica. There's Perlica.
Once more. Welcome back. Opsy 7 Skirmisher, Fluoride. Got anything?
Fluoride. Another fluoride.
Opsy 7 Skirmisher.
Another fluoride. Jeez. Here she is. Oh, she's okay.
Reporting as promised. Now you can just hand Endfield over to me. I'll make it the toughest spot on Talos 2. Turn in a proposal? Come on, since when does a chief do paperwork? We'll just figure it out together.
What?
Catcher, Op Team Z7. My role is giving it.
Captain Akakuri of Operation Team Z7.
And that's how easy it is to get a character in Arknight. No, I'm just kidding. I will say that it's not. That's not always the case, unfortunately. To be honest with you guys, that was like pure fucking luck.
Greetings, Administrator.
That I got it on the within 20 pulls. I will say that like I've usually get all the other characters that I pull, I usually get them around like the 50 pull or the 60 pull. The last one, unfortunately, it took me like 80 pulls to get her. I could continue pulling her and get her ranked up, but I'm not. It's really cool that I got her because I am planning on switching over from a fire team to the cryo team. So it's cool that I got her. So I was gonna use her, and now I can use her and what says HUD 10 hunt attempts to get a free urgent recruitment. You know, it's probably because I got the. It's probably the only thing that helped was the fact that I got because the fact that it took me so long to get the last character that I did get the there's a thing you get which actually kind of helps with the next pulls. That's probably why I got her so easily. I'm gonna hold off for now. This is also the basic headhunting, and then also because for new people, you will have like another version of the basic headhunting, but it's just for new people. And so you have like another like opportunity to get these characters. I have 3 of these characters. I have Ordelia, Pogragnik. I don't know how to pronounce his name, and then Last Right. I have those characters. I don't have Ember, and I don't have Liflang. Like I said, you'll have a third banner here. To also pull, so you have like 2 ways of pulling these characters. I have a ticket that I can use for this, so I can try and pull for these. I don't think I'm gonna get. I don't think I'm gonna get a character. This is a single pull. Yeah, this is just a 4-star.
Catcher. Op
Yep.
team Z7. My role is giving the team cover.
That's fine. I'll take that. I got some stuff here. What did I get? Oh, nice. Yeah, you'll get those too. You'll get letters and just like other gacha games. You'll get like emails, messages from whatever, and then usually from the team, and they'll send you dossier. That's what it was. I got a dossier from the last one. I know, okay, that's why I got the gentle flow, because it got turned into that, so it helped with my pulls basically. Did I already use it? Is that, yeah, I already used it. Okay, that's why. Okay, yeah, so that's the other thing too, is if you keep pulling, you eventually will get a dossier, and then that helps with pulls on the next character, the next banner. The next banner I definitely want, which is why I'm gonna just save my pulls for now. But yeah, let's go ahead and just upgrade the operators. So what you do after the pull characters, you go and upgrade them. So for Chen here, which I'm going to be doing fan art of in the future. But yeah, this would be how you upgrade, like get like extra stats for your character. So if you pull them again, then you can do that. What else do we? I don't know how to pronounce her name. Shai-Hai, I think is how you pronounce it. I could be wrong. The cool thing is, when you unlock this, you do get like concept art, another art that they've created for the character. You get to see. That's cool. What else we got? Oh, I didn't have Alish before? I thought I did. I didn't.
I hate fools. Look and
Let's check out the new character. So yeah, these are also all these characters are in a way part animal. They're furries, pretty much. This one's actually I think a white tiger. That's interesting. I'm gonna give her armor.
Oh, this gear's for me? Come on, good stuff's for sharing. This was yours and this was mine.
Oh, I need to create more equipment, which you can just do over here. I should probably level her up first. Maybe I can give her better equipment actually, because you can only give them specific equipment depending on their level. But I might. Yeah, I can at least get her up to level 20. And then I have to promote.
Hey, these guys aren't half bad. Recruit them for me.
I don't have the materials. I need to go and gather materials for that, so I can't promote her just yet. I need to create more equipment. Oh wait, there was one I can give her.
Oh, excuse me? Come on, good stuff's for sharing. This was yours and this was mine.
When you, yeah, when you get the different characters, if you get more than 5 times, you can basically go over here and then exchange for tokens. If you get this, I think this one's for the 4 stars, this one's for the 5 stars, and then this one's for the 6 stars. You get these, and then you can actually just pull these for the 6-star weapons. Don't have enough for this just yet, but I can actually do a character permit, but I don't think I want to use it on this. I don't know, I'll save them for now, make that decision later. I do want to try and do a weapon pull. Oh, I don't have enough for. Wait, do I have enough? I do have enough. Okay, let's do a weapon pull real quick. This would be Tang-Tang's guns. Oh, that's cool. It's kind of based on the old, like, an old gun from like the World War II, World War I or something like that. I forgot which one it was. It's the one that they use also to. That's one that Han Solo's weapons based off of. Han Solo from Star Wars. That's cool. All right, let's see what I got. Sword, big sword, guns, spear, big. Nothing. Well, I got that sword, I guess. Let's see. Let's do a pull for these ones. See if I can get these ones. It's all random, so nice. Doesn't look like I got it. Oh, keep trying. Don't have enough for another pull, so keep trying because you'll get them eventually. It's not as much of a pain in the butt to get as like the other characters, because it's like you get them within a number of pulls here, which every pull is 10. So for this one, it's like 3 more pulls to acquire it, right? Or so sorry, 7. To get the gun specifically, the one for this, but you can also within 3 also get one of the other S ranks. So it's like you gotta get multiple. It gets like 2 S ranks just by doing like 8 pulls. And same for this one too. This one I've been working on, so it's like I got 6 more to go. So you can buy Arsenal, or you can just pull characters, get more Arsenal tickets, and then get it that way. So that might be beneficial to maybe. That's the cool thing too, is that like there's ways of kind of saving you money a bit with this game. There's all kinds of different packs and bundles, different ways of kind of of doing that. So you can, if you wanted to maybe pull characters and weapons, then you could at least pull for the focus on pulling characters, and then just use the arsenal tickets, and then come back over here and try and do pulls for weapons. So, so we've been going for like 2 hours. I need a bit of a break. Yeah, so definitely, like I said, use the command there. Use that command, use that that link right there, and that'll get you the link over to download the game, install it. I'm going to take a break. When we get back, we'll jump into some art. For the people on Twitch, like I said, there'll be, like as usual, there's ads. There'll be ads, be outside of ads. But then outside of stream ads, but then there will be in-stream ads for everybody. Just over one ad. That'll be me talking about Dubby, the other sponsor for tonight's stream. And for people on Twitch, if you don't want to see any of the Twitch ads, you can always subscribe, use your Twitch Prime sub if you got it. But I shall be right back. Hey guys, Ace here. I'm here to talk to you about our sponsor, W. What does W ask? I'll go ahead and tell you. W is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like other energy drinks. W contains amino acids, vitamins, a non-tropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. Best of all, it's zero sugar, no hidden ingredients, and gluten-free. W sells all different types of flavors, including Tiger's Blood, Japanese soda, Push and Punch, and s'mores. You can also head over to their website and check out their merch and shakers. Also, while you're there, check out their anime collabs. Their current collabs are for Furin, Chainsaw Man, and Soul Leveling. I personally got the Ingress bottle because Ingress is awesome. So what are you waiting for? Use my 10% off code and get your tubs today. Thanks again to W for sponsoring. Let's get back to the video. Or the stream, wherever this is playing. Alright, I am back. Oh no, too music. Froze up on me. Hold on. So we're going to be jumping into art. And we're going to be drawing Pomni tonight. And this is going to be using the new Clip Studio 5. It just came out today as of me streaming. And actually I realized that I've been using I've been using 3.17 or something this whole time. I thought that Clip Studio updates on its own. Apparently not. I think it just has to do with like descriptions and stuff. So they just have it set to where you have to manually set that up yourself. But yeah, so we're gonna drop Pomni. This has been on my queue for a while of characters to do. I'm just not getting around to doing it. I did. Okay, cool. I am a big fan of the Digital Circus. We have the last episode dropping this month. Don't know when. It kind of just drops when it drops. There's been some drama, Digital Circus, unfortunately. It is what it is, I guess. Okay. So, sorry about the, I was break longer than I anticipated. I want to take a little bit of extra time because I had gone to break a little late. So I wanted to take a little extra time to be on break. There we go. I got the flavor to work. I have the circle bottle. I gotta get. It was a pose I had. Aldo, what's going on? Bro, you missed it. You're gonna have to check the VOD out. So I'm actually sponsored by Arknight. This is a sponsor stream. Bro? Brother? Hold on. I pulled the new character. I pulled Tang Tang. Within 20 pulls. I didn't spend a dime. I wasn't expecting to pull her tonight, but I pulled her. Yeah, I was like, I was like, I was with my luck. Like I was saying this earlier, my pulls. I usually don't pull the character until at least maybe like 50 pulls in, but I got her in 20. And I do have Yvonne. I pull Yvonne too, in the last banner. Everyone go follow Aldo. Let me get your shout out here. Yeah, I couldn't put up just yet. Hold on a second. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck, man?
You're breathtaking!
Hey, if you want the deets on the sponsorship too, I can send you that. I know you play Arknights as well, so. Alright, where's the pose I downloaded last night? Or actually 2 nights ago. I'm not gonna do a full body. Oh yeah, so this is the quick thing I want to show you guys. So this is a cool feature. There's a bunch of cool new features for Clip Studio 5. Again, just came out today. Aldo just came out today. But this new feature where it does smart shapes automatically. Like you don't have to turn anything on; it's just on automatically. And so when you set up a vector layer, not a raster layer, and then if you just go to, let's say, use your pen, and let's just say that like so normally I'm gonna make this bigger. So make this big so you guys can see it. So if you draw like this, right? Oh wait, what's going on? Oh, here we go. Hold on. Fuck up. So if I draw like this, right, it looks okay, right? Like, right? And that's with my stabilization at 18 and whatnot. But it all looks kind of crooked, right? If I even go like this. Now check this out. This is with the new feature Clip Studio. So if I do like the squiggles and I hold it, and it's a vector layer, and there's an edit button that shows up. You guys can't see it, unfortunately. Well, actually, I guess if I maybe just I guess for testing purposes here, or just to show you guys, let me show you. I will show my display rather than. There we go. Now you can see it's now an edit button, right? Awesome, and it makes it a vector too. Yes. So it's a vector, so I can click edit. And then it's a straight line, so it's gonna because I think it saw that it was really close, so it just kind of straightened it out. But I can change it, right? I can change it to curve, and then it curves and it adds points, and then I can. Holy shit! This is gonna be this is huge for me because I have such a hard time at getting like perfect lines for what is essentially the inking process, like basically creating final lines. This makes it so much easier. Oh my god, so good. Yes! If you want those perfect lines, you don't have to fight with your hand to get it perfect, like to keep everything straight and tidy. So good. I'm gonna erase all this because I don't want that showing up in my I don't want that showing up in my So I think now moving forward what I'm gonna do is, and it's also they increase like performance and stuff, so it functions better. So what I'm gonna do is now moving forward, now part of my workflow is when I get to the final lines, instead of using, I always use like the rasterized lines, because vector lines just, there was more information that goes in the vector line, so I usually try to avoid it, and it just felt more like, it felt like more like I was actually drawing hands-on. But now it's like I'm just gonna use, when I get to like my final lines, like that layer, I'm just gonna use that instead, and then go back to rasterize for everything else. It's sick. Alright, I'm gonna go down to a smaller brush and where does change to my pencil. So I'm not gonna draw Pomni. Like, I'm not gonna do like one for one Pomni. I'm gonna do Pomni in my own style. Regular eraser, hard eraser. No. No, I can just do this actually. I'm gonna make the head smaller-ish. Now, there's not a lot of detail to Pomni, so I'm pretty sure I say this and then it ends up not being the case, but I'm not gonna do a background or anything for this one. It's gonna be the color. But there's not a lot of detail to this character, so I think I might add a little bit of detail, like small details, but it's not gonna be too much. I'm not gonna overdo it or anything. So I kind of want to keep it simple. It is really weird that Clip Studio doesn't update itself. You have to manually update it. It's very weird. I learned it the hard way because, like I said, I thought it updated. So this whole time, I've been using Clip Studio. I've been using Clip Studio 3 the whole time. When I thought I was using like the latest version.
Let's go.
I'm gonna do. I was gonna have this. Well, actually, no, never mind. I think silhouette-wise, I think having this arm be the one. I want to have one of the arms go like in the back and then hold on to the other arm. I was thinking of having this arm and the one that's facing like on the other side of her, like this arm over here, be the one basically around the back. But I'm thinking actually silhouette-wise, I think it might be better. You know, I was just thinking too, what if I do a perspective on this instead? Maybe I do both if I have time. I'll continue with this, and then if I decide to, maybe this will be like maybe up in the top, and then I can do a perspective version too. Maybe that'll be cool. The same pose. It's just I'm not doing a background, like. Hold off on that for now. Also explains why I wasn't able to do the use the feature that they have, where I can like you can kind of like marionette like a drawing in a way, kind of like give bones to a drawing and then like kind of use that to reorientate the pose or whatever. Another feature that they have I thought was pretty cool. The fact that you can now, because Blender can also be used for texture models, but it was kind of like the old way of texture models, where like you would work on the texture itself, and then you could kind of use the model to preview what the texture is going to look like. But now what you can do is actually do what a lot of other 3D programs have been having for a long time, like including like Substance Painter, is that you can paint directly on the model instead, rather than off to the side on the texture. So that's cool. No, actually, I'm going to. Oh yeah, let me change the title. I just realized I forgot to change the title, or not the title of the game. Did you do a redeem all though? I didn't hear it. I see that you did it. Is my thing not working? Let me see. I don't hear that. Why don't I hear that? Huh.
Strange.
I heard that. That's weird. Wait a second. Is that because that's from? Oh no, I know where that's set up on. That's set up. Well, that's not good. My thing isn't working. Uh-oh. Hold on. I know exactly what's wrong. My trigger fire isn't working. Why is trigger fire working? Uh-oh. I can't wait until I get a, I'm gonna get it like a pull-out little thing for a keyboard and mouse, so I can work the laptop while still over here. I don't have to go over here. Let's figure out why StreamL or Triggerfire is not working. Okay, let's test it now. Yeah, studio mode. Oh, actually, let me make sure that it's actually... Okay, it's not hidden. Okay. So if I go... There we go.
Go on, get.
Now it's working. All right, let's I'll redeem that again for you, Aldo. Hold on. Shit. Okay. Let's see. Now, okay. Okay, so that proves it. It's nothing wrong. Boom, get. So it's not, okay, it's not, there's nothing wrong with the connection with stream elements. Something's not set up right. Hold on. Because the other thing was working just fine. But Macho Man's not working. Where's Macho Man? It makes me wonder if the W app was working. I'm assuming it's working. Hopefully it was working. I'll have to check the VOD. Where? Oh, right here. Right. What was the other thing that I did? Shooby Bop. It's the video's there. I don't know why freaked out like that. Where's Shooby Bob? Oh, right here. I'll save here. I'll do another refresh. Try it again. If this doesn't work, I don't know what I'm gonna need to do to fix it. The music's still too loud. What's that? Okay, it's at 25. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Huh, it's not working. Why is it not working? Hey, it's even loud for me too, which is weird. Never seen the win with this. I think it's just a song. The song's loud. I don't know why that's not working. See, that's gonna bug me now. It's not in a random position. It's at a specific position. It's gonna bug me, Aldo. Where it needs to be. Maybe just set it to a random position. Oh, you know what it could be? Hold on. Oh, that's what I did. I have to change the name of the... Okay, hold on. That's the problem. It's the reward name is not matching, and it's too big. The one I have in the list of redeems is too big, so I have to edit it. That's what it was. just go Macho Man. And then put it here. And then the same thing with Chewie. What do I have it sit here? Okay, this should be too long. Be able to keep this one. And I don't know how these got changed. Now it should be working.
Oh, I'm talking about all the way to the top, yeah.
There we go.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in. But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I fixed. And I got the Shooby Bop. Shooby-doo. Oh. Like, why isn't my thing getting bigger? Hey, Aldo, you think I should have her leaning towards the camera or away from the camera? What do you think? In this position. Like, I could have her... I have to fix the legs, but... Oh no, I was trying to figure out, like, I'm trying to make her lean more. I'm thinking maybe have her lean, like, maybe away from the camera. Something more like that. And then... Wait, hold on. I think that might look good. And then maybe bend her forward a bit. Kind of looks more like she's leaning forward. Yeah, I'm trying to make her like kind of lean maybe forward and off to the side, so like her hip. Because like I wanted her hip to be kind of like sideways, but maybe lean forward. So then like if her hips move one way, then her shoulders should be somewhere else. Kind of like a back pain pose. Well, she's gonna have like one arm like, hold on. See if I can do this. But kind of like, more like, so I want her legs to be like this, right? You can hear me. I hope you can hear me. So her legs are like this, and then like she's like this, cause like she's like, I don't know, kind of like, cause she's a her character, she's very like, she has anxiety. She has like a lot of anxiety. I don't know if you've seen Digital Circus. Like a leaning cute, yeah, kinda, yeah, like a cute, but like there's anxiety there too, you know? Recommend to lower the head a little. Yes. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, if I was gonna do this pose. Kind of more like... Is her, oops, what the hell? Her other arm is gonna be like in the, or not back like that, but like that, and then, oops, let me switch back, hold on. So her arm here, and this arm would be back here. Hold this, and put this down. I know it's messy looking, but bear with me. Maybe something like that. I think this arm would be in the back of her. So I'm gonna missolve this and make it less. What do you think, Aldo? Close to my end time here. I have to hurry it. I think this will work. If I need to change something or just kind of backtrack, then I will do that. Okay, so Pomni is a gesture. I want to go too far off model, but I do kind of want to... made the head way too big. Let me fix the head because I made it way too big. Got an ad coming up. Hard time with this head shape. For some reason. You only have like the two tufts of hair. Well, if I'm drawing it the way that I would draw it. I want to move the eyes down. That's better. I don't think she has ears. I'm gonna give her ears. We're kind of big ears. I think that'll be fine. That would go along with like the whole gesture look, kind of goofy look, you know. Let's see. Yeah, I did end up drawing the body too long. Oh well. The proportions. Bigger. That's not why my arm feels too big. It needs to be skinny. Oh, wait. Sorry, I've just now seen your message. I'm sorry, Aldo. My bad. I didn't have the chat up. Watched the end of RE9 as you were playing the other day. Which end did you get? What kind of... I haven't gotten the end yet. I'm close to the end, but I'm not there yet. Yeah, I don't know, where did I last leave off? What spoilers? Yeah, this one has been really good. It's just, you know, I'm balancing that with, like, other things. Where did I get last night? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I couldn't touch it all today because I was adulting today. I had to be an adult today. Oh, that's why I could just... Enemies and bosses for, like, RE monsters? Yes. Yeah, agreed. Or was I? I think... Yeah, okay, I remember now. I'm in the Ark. And... I just, so I went through the entire area, like, right after the garbage area. I got through the entire area with, Grace. And then it switches back to Leon after kind of rewinding back a couple minutes. After you just found out, like, her, origin. I don't know, it was after that. You start, so you go as Grace, you go through the entire area, and you get to the administrative area, and then you start finding out more backstory on the mom, and that's which is to Leon. And that's where I left off. I made my way up to a save point, and then I stopped. And, like, Leon's dying. Leon is, like, dying. I need to switch back to... Just watch Jacksepticeye's playthrough? Nice. Yeah, I'm loving the switching between the play styles. Like, I love that switches between RE7/RE8 and RE4. I love that aspect. And the fact that it goes along with those, with Leon and Grace, because at least like Grace is a new character, so it makes sense. Like, okay, we're gonna have a new character play the newer style Resident Evil first person. It's more survival. You have to try and make your way through things, make your way through the area and solve puzzles without really killing anybody. And then we'll switch to Leon, who is actually going to, your intent is to kill everybody. All those zombies. So I love that aspect. I love the voice acting for Grace. She does such a phenomenal job. With how afraid she is. Like, it almost makes it feel like not only is she new as a character, like she's also kind of new to this whole situation. Like, because to her, like, everything was just normal, and then all suddenly there are zombies and an umbrella, and it's like, and then she's like got an anxiety, so her fear and anxiety are mixed together, and she's like, what do I do? I'm stuttering, and it was so good. This was perfect. Like, chef's kiss. Both building. Yes, Leon is just a beast. Yes, agreed. It's Leon. I'm glad I'm taking my time with it, that I haven't beaten it just yet. I feel like a lot of people like rush through it and stuff. Like, if I had nothing else going on, if I wasn't streaming and I wasn't like working on art, and I probably would have the game done by now. If I didn't have to adult either. Do this with my the first rough there. You fix the fingers. about that hand pose. Plus her past trauma adds to it. Yes, she's great. Arknight new update is 35. I know. So I was all ready to go for the stream. Because I had like kind of last minute decided to do Arknights because I had like I had a few sponsorships that was available to me, and I was between Zenless and Arknight. But I was like, I think I want to do Arknight. Like, I love Zenless, like, but I think I kind of want to do Arknight. So I decided to Arknight, and then so I was getting all ready, get everything good to go. I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. And then I went to go. Well, let me just make sure that Arknight's good to go, like update wise. So I started it, and then it does like, oh, new update, new version, and I'm like, oh, fuck. So I had to like wait, and it just like 20 minutes for it to install and everything, download, install. Helps with that warm pipe. Oh, shitty. I might change that hand pose, but I'm not sold on that. Why this song? This is the song I'm gonna be closing out. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. Wait, let's handle it. This is a better one to close out on. I didn't say this whole time. G. I think I make her hand bigger too. I'll fix it. So, get some things here before we end the stream here. As we're ending. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Aldo, thank you so much for coming in, hanging out. I think that was it. If you're just lurking, thank you so much for the lurk. Okay, yeah, real quick. So, I'll do a stream on Saturday night. I may work on this. More likely, I will work on it outside of stream. Friday, I would like to jump back in on Friday, but I'm going to be going to a convention on Friday, so I will be too exhausted. More likely, I'll be too exhausted to do that. Yeah. So again, I do want to thank our sponsors tonight. W, first of all, as always. If you're not like to place an order, 10% off. You can use that code there, and also Endfield. So we're sponsored by Endfield, and you can use that link to download for new covers. So go ahead and download and check out Endfield. Let's see. Who are we raiding over to? Where are we trying to go? I wouldn't mind raiding over to Lithium. I don't know how long he's been on. What's your face like? Lithium doing? Oh, playing Resident Evil. Okay. Oh wait, Sid's on. Oh, we can read over to Sid. Why is Sid not showing up? Come on. Huh. Wonder why. Oh, it is. Never mind. I was reading that wrong. That's why. Alright, yeah, we're gonna read over to Sid. Sid's over there playing Catherine, as they usually are. Stay tuned for the Sid raid. I will see everyone on Saturday. We'll jump back on Saturday on this to pick up wherever I leave off next time we work on this, either where I am now or some other time. Again, thank you all so much. I will see everyone on the next stream. Stay tuned for Sid, for the Twitch people. If you are, real quick, if you are a subscriber, you can use this message. If you're not a subscriber, you can use this message. But anyways, see you.